What is up, beauty tribe? It's your girl Nadja here, and I am back with another video. And this video is going to be like a rant slash pet peeves video. I did not get very dressed up, slipping, dusted, crusted, musted. Oh my god, calm yourself, beast. I'm just sitting here, I just want to sit here and talk and rant with you guys about my pet peeves about these hair companies. And this is not going to be from a YouTuber, influencer, doing business type of standpoint. This is going to be solely from a consumer standpoint. So I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys are going to have the same pet peeves that I do. And you know, I do work with a few hair companies, so maybe they might look at this video when they're looking at my channel to do reviews and stuff, and they might, I don't know, take some advice. Or maybe some of y'all run a hair company and maybe you guys can take some advice from this video, because I know for a fact I am not alone on this, okay? And please let me know in the comments if there are any points, the exact point of what you agree with and what you don't disagree with in the comments below. I would love to read them. If you like my rants, give this video a big thumbs up. Make sure you're notified when I post any other type of videos, and make sure you're subscribed every time you look at my face on YouTube, because YouTube be on that bullshit. So I have this list on my phone here. The first pet peeve I have: when you have a correspondence with these hair companies, mainly I've noticed this a lot with like overseas hair companies, is that they like to call you dear, hun, and friend. Now look, in the English language, and I'm saying this because I know the majority of the hair companies that have done this to me in the past are like in predominantly Asian countries. In the English language, when you say hun and dear, it can come off a certain type of way when you're not speaking in somebody's face. Like in the English language, we tend to use hun and dear unless you are a little old woman, and sometimes little old women can be, you know, bitch. It can come off as kind of like condescending, kind of like, oh, that's cute, hun. Oh, dear, you need to get that together. Like, that's how it's kind of viewed in the English language. So it's like sometimes when they talk to you and they're like, oh, hun, but XYZ, XYZ, it kind of comes off a little bit like, because you can't really show expression and tone through an email or through a correspondence of that isn't, you get what I'm saying? So I don't know why they do that. And then I have worked for companies. I've actually worked in an email department for a retail company before, and they had a software. I'm not gonna say what software it is. It's very fucking popular though. Like tons and tons of businesses use it, but I'm not gonna say what it is because the company I used to work for actually like sponsors this email service and shit. But anyway, they actually have a service where when somebody emails you, you can put in that person's first name, their last name, what they like to be called in the email, maybe their YouTube name or whatever. And then every time you respond to that email, there's like an HTML code where it's, hey, and then insert name here. So you plugged in their name before, so it's their name. Like, human beings like to hear their name. Human beings like to know that, okay, this person is aware that they are talking to me. That generic hun, friend, dear, it's not, I don't like it. And then it just comes off super condescending sometimes. Like, especially, God forbid, if something goes wrong, they lost your package. Well, hun, did you check your mailbox? Like, you see how that could come off a little bit, but you know that they really meant to say, hun, did you check your mailbox? As substitute for your name. I don't like that. That's one of my pet peeves, and I just feel like it's very like impersonal. Like, the least you could do is get a software that puts the name, or just don't say the name at all. Like, just keep it about business. Like, and then it makes me mad because it's like, if you're like me and you have a signature at the end of your email with my name, like, the least you could do is, maybe that's just me being, I don't know. Let me know if y'all have dealt with that before, and if it doesn't annoy you, or do you just like not care at this point? Okay, now this, ooh. When these companies be getting fake pictures and talking about the person in that picture is wearing the wig. I'm going to be showing you a series of pictures that we see online. If you be shopping for wigs, you have seen these pictures on multiple websites for multiple wigs, and I'm pretty sure these girls don't even know that their faces are being used for all of these different companies they probably never even consented to working with. it's so misleading. It's so not cool. Like, cause I can only imagine if somebody just took my fucking picture and was just putting it on everybody's fucking website, and then you get people hitting you up like, hey sis, I bought this wig and it was trash, but your face was on it, what the fuck? And it just misleads the customer, because it's come to the point where if I see a wig with another girl's face on it that I've seen so many times, I'm not even gonna buy from that company, because I know for a fact that girl did not try that wig, and that wig is gonna be a catfish. Why would you do that? And then to add on to that, another pet peeve I have is when people, when they're selling synthetic wigs, they take pictures of human hair wigs. Here's another example. When they take pictures of human hair wigs and try to sell it as if that is their product. When it's like, sis, we all know you can't get that type of scalp from a fucking synthetic wig. Like, who are you fooling? Like, what is the point of like fooling people to that extent? Like, why don't you just post a picture of the wig in itself instead of trying to find pictures of a girl or stealing pictures from a stylist and trying to market it this way? Like, that's false advertising, point blank, period. And it's so tacky. Like, it's so fucking tacky. We know it's not the hair. Like, come on, sis. What? Who are you fooling? Stop the madness. Who are you fooling? Stop the fucking madness. Like, hey, this one might just be like a personal pet peeve for me. I'm gonna need some of y'all hair companies to open up a customer service email, okay? I do not want to text you on WhatsApp. I do not own a WhatsApp account. I'm not going to download WhatsApp to do business with you. Y'all need to have an email customer service team. I am so tired of getting DMs on Instagram of people like, hey, you should try out our hair. And I'm like, okay, cool, email me. Oh, hit me up on WhatsApp. Or I go to a website and I'm looking for the customer service info and all I see is a WhatsApp number. What type of leverage is WhatsApp gonna hold in court if you try me on some bullshit? What leverage is WhatsApp gonna do if all you could do is block my number and steal my money and run off into the fucking desert sun, bitch? Like, why is WhatsApp the form of communication? That don't make no sense. And then it's so easy to be like, oh, well, that wasn't us on WhatsApp. Like, what even is WhatsApp? Is that like a text-free app? Like, I don't even know what WhatsApp is. I'm 23 years old. I'm not that fucking old. I don't even know what WhatsApp is. Can somebody in the comments fill me in on what the fuck a WhatsApp is and what it does and why you think that these companies would want to talk to their customers on WhatsApp? Like, if you want instant interaction, why don't you have like a live chat option on the website and then have an email? And then, oh my God, if more companies did this, a fucking customer service number, child, oh my God. None of these hair companies want to have a customer service number. I don't know, but please dead the fucking WhatsApp. Nobody wants to download WhatsApp just to purchase one wig and like figure out where their package is, or like, you know, maybe make a change to their order. Nobody's wants to do WhatsApp. Like, that's weird to me. Like, why? Why am I texting you? Is it texting? Like, why am I texting you? I don't want you to know my personal phone number. Okay, now this is something that I have not experienced personally, but I have seen it, and it's mainly on AliExpress, and it's bad. This is an epidemic, sis, okay? I keep seeing these hair companies borderline bullying their customers to leave them a 5-star review. Straight bullying. Like, oh no, sweetie, you need to take this down. Oh, that's another thing, they'll call you sweetie, back to the hun and shit, and that's another thing in the English language that can come off as very condescending. Call people by their name if you want to be safe. Or call them ma'am, miss, sir. Like, that's the way in the English language. That's kind of like an area where you just can't offend anybody like by tone or anything, because you would really have to be making a stretch to have somebody calling you ma'am or sir or miss negative. Like, that's a stretch, like, to try to make that negative. Because don't get it wrong, you could definitely be like, sis, like, you get what I'm saying, but it's a stretch when you see it on paper to make it negative. But they'll definitely hit you with that sweetie, and they'll be like, oh no, sweetie, don't give us a 3 stars, delete this review and talk to us. And then they'll try to talk to you about some shit and try to resolve it just so that they can get that 5-star. But even if they tried to resolve it and it's not good, and you want people to know, like, hey, they didn't really help me out until they bullied me to give them no fucking 5 stars. Like, I've even seen videos of girls get on YouTube and shit and they do reviews on these companies, and I'll see the companies in the comments because they're not like huge YouTubers, but I like to look up smaller YouTubers with hair reviews, because I think that the majority of them tend to be a little bit more honest, so I know who I should accept doing a sponsorship deal with based off of those smaller reviews. So I be seeing these AliExpress people, and it's obviously AliExpress because they be having all types of numbers and shit in their username in the comments of these people's videos. Oh honey, take this video down, this is not nice for you to be spreading lies about us, and you did that to the hair, and you need to give us the 5 stars, and blah blah blah. Like, these people will bully you. All I gotta say to these hair companies, if you're watching this, do not bully people into them giving you a good review. Give them a good product so they can give you a good review. And usually, if they're anything like me, I will actually reach out to a company before I leave a bad review. Maybe all goes back to the email WhatsApp situation. Maybe y'all need to actually make the line of communication open for your customers so you can handle these problems before they come up on here and give y'all a fucking 3-star, 2-star, anything other than 5-star. These people will harass the fuck out of you, like harass you, bitch. Like, that's happened to me on Amazon once before, but it's never happened to me on AliExpress, but I've seen it really bad on the AliExpress review forums and shit. But this shit happened to me on Amazon before because honestly, I only left a 3-star review. I had that red wig, that red curly wig with the awful ass fucking hairline, bitch. And I left the review and I was like, look, the wig is decent, but it was another one of those instances where they used a human hair wig from a stylist as the picture, and I thought it was gonna be that color at least, and it was not. It was McDonald's clown red. And I left the review and I was like, the wig is decent, it's nice, but it's not the same color. These people private messaged me on Amazon talking about, you need to take that down, that makes our company look bad, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, well, sis, change the fucking color. Like, if you don't want bad things being said, change the product. Why is that so hard for y'all to understand? Let me know in the comments if any of you guys have ever been bullied into giving a company a 5-star review, and what lengths they went to make sure that they got that 5-star review. Because I said this in another video before, I've seen a girl say that a company actually was posting her address in the comments of her video and was like, we're not gonna delete these posts or stop spamming you with your address and exposing where you live until you give us a 5-star review, or until you take the video down. Like, the madness. Okay, this one is something that I'm dealing with right now, actually. The lost packages. The majority of these companies are sending shit from overseas. Okay, sometimes things can get lost in the mix, I get it. But it's kind of just like, sometimes these companies do not try to reciprocate for lost packages because it is overseas. Sometimes they will just not send packages out. They'll just take your money. My rule of thumb, if you don't accept PayPal, I don't accept your business. Like, no, like PayPal all day, because PayPal will have your back. Like, these people, when your package is lost, your package is lost, child. And then sometimes these packages takes months to even get to you. And then it's just like, yo, like, what? I had an event to go to in 2 weeks, and now it's been 2 months. Where is my package? And then the tracking numbers they be giving you, like, some of these shipping companies that these companies use are just like, what even is that? What the hell is even that? Now what I'm dealing with, I have a lost package situation. It's not the company's fault though, it's the mail carrier's fault. I got a new driver on my route for the DHL shipping service, and he or she definitely stole my package. They even signed for my package. It's not my signature. Like, this is my first like lost package situation I've dealt with hair before, but just going through it and seeing how like everything is being handled. Like, the company is being really cool to where they're gonna send me out a new one, but like the shipping services, these overseas shipping services, they really do not give a fuck, because at the end of the day, they're insuring the shipper, okay? They're insuring the company. So when the package is lost, you gotta hope that the company refunds you, okay? Because the company has package insurance, most likely, if they're smart. If they're requiring a signature, they're already paying little extras, so I'm pretty sure they have package insurance. Packages, these overseas shits, like, there needs to be like a better shipping system. Like, I know FedEx handles with overseas as well. Like, y'all just need to start shipping FedEx, not this DHL, not this fucking, no, back alley international shipway where you got a man with a donkey with the boxes. Like, no, that's not what we need. We need tracking numbers, we need signatures, we need ID shown, because we wait too fucking long for this hair to show up just for somebody to steal it. No. If y'all want the story time and like what all the drama that I went through with like this lost package dealing with that trash ass shipping company, I will let you know. It was just a lot, like, still low-key dealing with it, but just let me know if y'all want to hear that. Okay, so this is my last pet peeve, and companies, look, I am so tired of seeing these wigs and they're titled blank wig for African American woman, blank wig for white woman, blank wig for black woman, blank wig for Caucasian woman. Why are y'all segregating your wigs? And I've noticed that like the pictures that they use, I'm putting some examples over here too. Like for example, blank wig for white woman. And they actually put it in the title for white women, are usually blonde wigs, brown root, blonde wigs, red wigs. I don't know why they think black women don't want to purchase these, because black women definitely wear blonde wigs with brown roots. And I've also noticed that they like to put pictures of like celebrities for the wigs for white women. They put pictures of like celebrities and stuff, like Jennifer Aniston and like who else, Emma Watson, like. And I just be like, why are y'all segregating these wigs? And then when you do the wigs for, they usually say African American women, which is really weird because I know black women all over the world buy wigs. Like, it's not just African American women. But their wigs, it's mainly like kinky curly, jet black, kinky curly, ombre, kinky curly, yet straight yaki. Like, when it's just like, is there really any difference in these wigs other than that you guys have the perception that only black women and white women would not want to wear these black wigs, or black women would not want to wear these white wigs, when in reality it's all fucking hair. There's no difference in how the cap is built. There's no difference in the lace. Like, there's no difference in the combs. Like, there is no difference that needs to be made for a person's head in regards to the color of their skin. There is no difference of how well somebody can pull a look off based on the color of their skin. Like, don't get me twisted. I understand, like, some people have different undertones and certain colors look better on them than others. But what we're not about to do is tell them that this is specifically not for you and this is specifically for you. Okay? Like, I think they really need to work on that wording. Like, it gives me little hints of racism. I don't know if I'm being a triggered little snowflake. I don't know, but it just gives me little hints, little tease of that, because it's like, how come y'all never have like blank wig for Asian women, blank wig for Middle Eastern women? Like, why is it always like blank wig for African American, blank wig for white women? And usually with the white woman wigs too, they have the funky colors. Like, that's why I'm just like, bro, how come y'all companies only market these certain type of wigs to white women and just assume that all black women want to wear 1B jet black hair or brown hair, and the only way that a black woman can wear blonde is if it's a black ombre at the top? Like, I've just been noticing these little teas of like subtle racism on multiple sites. Like, it's not just I stumbled upon one site, like multiple sites. Go and look for a wig, just type in red wig and look at these titles, because they put trigger words in the title so it's easily searchable, and you'll see a lot of these companies doing that. And even from a YouTuber point of view who does hair reviews, I'll give y'all some tea. I know that you guys like hair like this. I know that you guys like these colorful, different hair colors. But the fact of the matter is, these companies do not want to market that to y'all. I have tried multiple times working with companies where they have different color hairs and different color textures with different colors, like pinks and purples and greens and oranges and yellows. And I tell them, like, look, my audience would love this. Like, they would love this. And it's always like, oh, well, we're not really trying to promote that to that type of audience. Basically, black girls don't wear colorful hair is what they're trying to say. Then I think it was late summer 2017 or maybe summer of 2018 is when people started wearing colorful wigs, mainly like the colorful bobs. And then that's when the companies would start putting black girls in the pictures, but still would not promote it because they know black girls are going to buy it on their own, but then still say marketed towards white women wig. Like, it don't make no sense to me. I still feel like it's like a subtle little racism tea. That's just my opinion. I feel like they don't market it to y'all because they know y'all are already gonna buy it, so they're trying to market it to white women because in their brain that's just what they see would look best in it, I'm guessing, because it's like every fucking time it's always 1B black hair, brown hair, black root with golden blonde at the end for black women, and then blonde, brown roots, colorful white women. And it's just like, bro, like, why are y'all segregating hair? It's fucking hair. All different types of hair goes out of people's head. But what we're not gonna do is pretend like pink, purple, orange hair be growing out of white women's heads. Like that's not a real hair color that can come out of somebody's head. Like, what are we doing? Like, so I'm gonna end this little rant by just saying, like, companies, if you're watching this, please get that for black women, for white women out of the titles of your wig descriptions. Like, wigs are for anybody that wants to buy a fucking wig, okay? Just stop it. Just stop it. It's cringy. Stop, please, please. All right, guys, that is it for this video. Let me know if you've noticed any of these things that I have said in this video. Again, put in the comments below any pet peeves that maybe I have missed that you have. I might agree with you, sis, you know? And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching my rant and my rambles and all that jazz. Oh, and I also want to appreciate all you guys that support my hair videos. I just want to make more like comedy driven stuff on this channel, and like I'm doing it through hair. I know some people just see the hair and then don't want to click on it because they think it's a tutorial, and then the people that do click on it, they're like, oh shit, this shit funny as fuck. Like, so I appreciate all you guys that actually watch those, because it does take a lot of time. And yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.